Hello everybody. Welcome back for another video. I hope you're all having a fantastic day and that you are all doing well. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. In news that I am very interested about because I was not expecting this. Allegedly, the XRP Ledger has secured a place among the top 10 blockchains that we have just 6 months after they launched NFT functionalities on the network. They're apparently in the top 10 spot, or one of the top 10s around there. The XRP Ledger welcomed native NFT functionality when the XLS20 amendment went live on the network in late October 2022. 6 months in, apparently 1.4 million NFTs have been created on the XRP Ledger, making it one of the top 10 NFT chains within the crypto scene. Normally, we get news about Ethereum NFTs, Polygon NFTs. What's the other really big chain? It's not Avalanche. There's another. Even now, Bitcoin. However, as I go over daily crypto news, I have yet to see any article or anyone talking about that there are even NFT projects on top of the XRP blockchain. So to see this news that allegedly they are within the top 10 it's a little bit surprising to me because it's the first time that we're hearing this news. Ripple X, the development team behind the XRP Ledger, first drew attention to the achievement in a recent tweet as it sought to highlight the network's progress in NFT adoption. And here's the tweet for it right here. It says 6 months of mainnet, the growth of NFTs and tokenization on the XRP Ledger. For those of you who are genii out there, you know how like on the Bitcoin blockchain, they have ordinals. Sure, why not? Bitcoin has NFTs, but those you can also create new coins on top of by creating fungible NFTs. Therefore, Bitcoin now has other coins on top of it. I therefore ask, on the XRP blockchain, as you can do that on Bitcoin, are you then able to create new coins on top of XRP's blockchain the same way you can with Bitcoin? Like, are there, you know how like we always hear that there are other projects on top of Ethereum and on Polkadot and Baja and all these other coins? Does XRP have other coins on top of it, or is it simply at the moment just XRP? BitHump, okay. That is BITHOMP, an XRP Ledger Explorer, corroborated these claims of expansive growth. Data from the Explorer suggested that the XRP Ledger has welcomed apparently 1.4 million NFTs in half of a year, with up to 791,000 NFT transfers made on the chain. And there's a little number box right there. So, cool. Not something we hear about every day, and I am shocketh because the XRP community tends to be one of the more vocal projects. Cardano, and always the XRP community, the Cardanos, I don't know what they call themselves, and Bitcoin maximalists are definitely the trifecta of vocalization within this space. That's a nice way of saying it. As far as, you know, if XRP burps, everyone will know about it. So yeah, apparently I have to, oh geez, it sucks. Oh, I have to sneeze and it won't come out. Oh, that's so annoying. Anyone else have allergies? I don't know. It's like driving me absolutely insane recently. Oh, and I'm like always on the cusp of having to sneeze and then it goes away. Anyway, that's the XRP's blockchain. Apparently has 1.4 million NFTs on it. I haven't heard a word Is there like a marketplace for these? Like, you know, where do I find these magical things? Are there other coins on XRP now? I am full of questions. And yeah, let's move on. If you haven't heard about this, I'm not really sure if you're on the same internet as me. Allegedly, Apple is preparing to release their highly anticipated mixed reality headset within the coming weeks, which is expected to invigorate the metaverse industry. Recently, there was a journalist, that's the word, who was on Twitter who said that they were like pre-invited to some like Apple event where they got to try on, they say, an Apple virtual reality, augmented reality headset. They didn't even say headset in particular. The idea is that people believe it's meant to be kind of like a pair of glasses that you put on, and therefore it changes everything around you. Rumors have it that each side of the glasses, like, you know, one side, the other side, will have around 12 cameras on them, mini cameras, that will track your eye movement. And I know someone just got freaked out. Calm down. You use that face thing to open up your iPhone, where basically they'll need to track your eye movement so that when you are looking at stuff around the world around you, they can place the augmented reality stuff around there. I'm not sure if you've been checking metaverse coins. If you have any metaverse coin prices, they've been moving up quite rapidly in the last couple of days based on the rumors/news that I believe it is early June. This is supposed to be released. You know, like Apple always has that. What is it called? What is it? WWDC or CWAB1 Apple 2, 3, 4, 5. That event that they always have every year where they're like, we got a new iPhone. It has 9 cameras on it, and you're going to buy it regardless of what the other one had. Apparently, they're going to be launching that on this one. So the major portion of the news is that this has already gotten people kind of hyped about metaverses once again, in that as Apple is no longer an innovator, and they have not been for a while. They keep re-releasing the same products over and over with an extra camera, slightly thinner, slightly thicker, rounder edges, sharper edges, you name it, they've done it all. However, Apple still is a multi-trillion-dollar company, and when they release something, everyone else follows the leader, in that if they release something, if it's a hit, and everyone loves this new pair of glasses, headset thing you can use to walk outside, every other tech company is going to follow suit immediately. And therefore, the idea would be that we would also have some that would integrate with stuff within the cryptocurrency space. I don't have it here because it's not very relevant. A lot of I don't know if you heard recently. I think it's Axie Infinity just got accepted onto the Apple Store, the iTunes Store. And the general consensus would be in the future, you would then potentially be able to use or go on Ethereum metaverses with the Apple headset, as you know. Sure, why not? The native token of blockchain-based metaverse projects Decentraland and Sandbox experienced significant price surges earlier this year, particularly fueled by rumors about Apple's venture into mixed reality. We were talking about that earlier this year. The rumor was I think it was last December, that in spring we would be seeing this, and I guess it kind of lines up as, summer's still not here yet. Independent developer Udi Wertheimer highlighted this trend in a tweet on the 15th of May, sarcastically referring to influencer-driven meme coins and suggesting that Apple's upcoming release could impact metaverse token prices. Josh Gilbert, an eToro market analyst, believes that Apple's new headset will have a significant impact on the market due to Apple's track record of, it says high quality, slow your horses, of delivering products and market shifting products, which is definitely something that they do. So yeah, we will, this isn't even explicitly cryptocurrency news, but because it has to do with metaverse, which is adjacent to the cryptocurrency space, and then therefore even adjacenter to metaverse coins. I still think the metaverse is going to be a thing. People are so weird. I don't get how people don't see things right in front of them or things that just make sense. Like, so every time I'm online, especially if I'm looking up, like, how do I say this? Like, buying certain comic books that I want to buy, or like investing in comic books or investing in real estate, anything that I might be trying to look up. There's always like someone who's like, oh my gosh, like not making fun of other people, but talking about how like prices have fallen so much and like don't buy it because the price is low. And I'm like, we know that every other market is down, right? There was someone who wrote something on Instagram the other day on some page, and they were talking about how Banksy, isn't sitting at the top of the mountain anymore as his prices have fallen. And I was like, the stock market has fallen, the crypto market has fallen, housing prices have fallen, like everything has basically collapsed. It's because of this like thing that we're going through because of the Fed. But historically, prices tend to fall every 7 or 8 years. And then they have a gigantic boom period as prices continue to skyrocket for those 7 to 8 other years. So anyway, this has to do with my, I guess, generalized annoyance at the amount of, I've seen so many people talking about like metaverse tokens going down, and I'm like, you realize your crypto that you own also has gone down. People talking about the like NFT, and I've seen oh my gosh, it's so annoying. The NFT prices have gone down, and I'm like, can you name an asset class that has 30x'd in the last 19 months to me? Because I would love to know and use them as a hedge when the next collapse ends up happening. So I still believe that everything is going to rocket back up as they always do every 4 years. It's the same trend over and over. And if Apple's headset does make waves and people love it, we're going to hear about an Amazon one. We'll hear about one from some company in China. And it's always the same thing over and over. And then the metaverse tokens will go up. People will start using them more. NFTs will go up. You name it. That's the name of the game. That's the Apple is like less than 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks is apparently going to be releasing their glasses, headset, earphones. I don't know what they're doing. Anyway, all right. This is getting weird now. Let's move on. Also I don't know what to think about any of this news anymore. Shiba Inu's marketing team has apparently shared details about their metaverse project. Timing, right? I mean, I'm really shocked at the time. Lucy Saznikova, a Shiba Inu marketing team member, has shared an exciting update about the cryptocurrency's metaverse project. In a tweet, Lucy noted that by September, the team behind what is called SHIB, the metaverse, expects the preview of 4 hubs to be revealed by September. The hubs include something called Wagme Temple, extremely cringe, Rocket Pond, Rio Plaza, and Tech Trench. Okay. Lucy said the development was initially shared by Marcy Jastro, an advisor of the metaverse on different spaces. Enthusiasts of the metaverse project raised a few questions, including which hubs will be released this year and how the team plans to release the metaverse. Do they mean like by hubs? Is that an area? Is that like a destination? Can I go to Rocket Pond, or is that another upgrade? Okay. They said we had the lovely Marcy Jastro, lead from SHIB, the metaverse, in Spaces yesterday, who answered a few questions. So we had, what's the word? Rumors of a Shiba Inu metaverse for a while now. This was even before, around the same exact time as Shibarium, Shubaroro, their layer 2 scaling solution. No word on what it looks like, if it's going to be good, what the general consensus is supposed to be for it. Will it be like blocky? Will it be like super hyper realistically? Has anyone been walking around seeing those Facebook ads for their metaverse that look like some dystopian horror movie? You must have seen it. Like, if you live in a city that has like those like digital ads, so like not just sitting there on paper, I keep seeing it when I'm walking around, and it's basically like it's an avatar image of Zuckerberg, and it's like the metaverse is almost upon us, or something along those lines. And it's like, ugh, like I don't know if I want to go there anymore. Like with him looking at me all the time, hyper realistic. But yeah, they're still launching. I saw people talking about that. A lot of companies have like scrapped or gotten rid of their metaverse divisions, but they also were just simply piggybacking on the idea that something in crypto was going to come out, and therefore they were trying to make some extra quick cash. Anyway, that's another topic entirely. So apparently Shiba Inu has a metaverse coming out. It's going to have 4 hubs. Is that an area? Can someone speak proper English to me so that I can understand exactly what's going on? Because listen, if you've ever heard of any Ethereum upgrade, they were called Gorley. There was a London. There was a Berlin. There was a Shanghai. There was Chapella. There's all these, and I'm like, is that a place? Is that a coin? Are you doing this in London? Can someone give me? So I would assume Rocket Pond and Wagme Temple, cringe, are going to be areas of the Shiba Inu place. Cool, wonderful, fantastic. Can't wait to go there. That's the Shiba Inu news. And yeah, let's moving along. Now, this isn't surprising, but I know that it's going to surprise some people because that's just how humans work. 1,032, so that is 1032 addresses apparently control over around 51 million Litecoin. They're estimating that this is roughly around 60% of all the Litecoin that have been created or that are in circulation. We have had this discussion for a number of years. I am going to try to give you as quick an explanation as possible without sounding crazy. It's very difficult for me. So I live under the idea that as we keep getting news that whales are always buying, I would ascertain that whales are constantly buying. Is everyone on the same page as me? Summer, spring, winter, or fall, we constantly, I was going to start singing a song. All we get is news that regardless of if prices are low or high, that whales or very wealthy, rich individuals are always buying up tons of cryptocurrencies. So we've had news before, and people have thrown this out there as a centralization problem. We found out many moons ago that there were, several hundred? That is to say, out of billions of people, there are several hundred wallets that basically control, 50, 60% of all the Bitcoin? I don't have the exact number, but it's something like, whoa, that's not a lot of wallets. You would assume it would be more spread out. However, once again, hear me out. A lot of people years ago realized what was going on in the space, and therefore they began to accumulate tons of Bitcoin when it was at 50 cents, when it was $1, when it was at $10, $100, you name it, people are still buying regardless of where Bitcoin's price is. I've told all of you before, I would probably only stop thinking about buying Satoshis when Bitcoin got near $1 million. At that point, I'm like, okay, cool it down. You don't really need any more Satoshis, and/or it would be too expensive to put money into. Same exact thing for Ethereum. We've had news a lot of times. There are very few wallets that hold a massive amount of Ether. Do any of you remember how low Ethereum's price went to around March 2020 when the madness began? I can't hear you, but someone said 80. I'm going to assume someone said 80. And therefore, yeah, the number's 80. It fell down from, it was 1,000, was it? Or maybe a couple hundred, I don't remember. Fell down to 80. We had news days later that all that Ether that had been sold for hundreds of dollars left was absorbed by whales. They took a huge portion of it. During the time when we had news that everyone was, a lot of crypto YouTubers were trying to get you to believe that tons of people would be selling off their Ether as we had the staking upgrade, and I told you they would not. The coins that were sold off by people who were trying to sell the news. Remember the news that we got after the great mini sell-off happened? Those coins were purchased by whales. Litecoin has been around for a number of years. However, over the course of the last 6 years, very good time frame, Litecoin's popularity as a hype coin has diminished quite quickly. Why? Because we have the Solanas, we have the Trons, we have the Cardanos, we have the XRPs, we have the Polygons, we have the Avalanches, you name it. All these new coins came out and basically did and can do more, air quotes, than what Litecoin currently can. And if you don't have the leader of the blockchain, the creator, telling you how amazing, awesome, fantastic, 900 million transactions per second, that the coin would be capable of doing sometime in the future with an upgrade, you're going to lose a lot of people who are, into your project, and people begin to sell off their Litecoin. I think Litecoin fell down to, it must have been no more than $15, $20 during the great collapse of 2020. The price completely collapsed along with many other coins. The point to be made is that during these collapses, that is the plural of collapses, people, whales, are always buying these coins. I make sure and have made it a personal thing of mine to continuously make sure that all of you understand that regardless of your sentiment, how you feel, your friend feels, whatever they tell you, whatever the next hype thing is, these people are constantly buying. When you hear me say there's not a lot of crypto left, this is what I mean. When I say that these whales are buying up everything, people tend to get really confused and a little annoyed. Why are they owning so many coins? It's because when you hear that Fidelity, JP Morgan Chase, countries, BlackRock, etc., are into crypto, these aren't small companies or institutions. This isn't a fly-by-night company. They're worth trillions and will continue to be worth trillions. And with the extra money that they have, they're buying up these coins. We continuously get news that these entities are buying up massive amounts of cryptocurrencies all the time. If you are interested in buying Litecoin when it is at $200, you sure as heck are going to be buying up some Litecoin when it hits $10, $15, $20. If you are into buying Bitcoin when it is at 25,000 and it falls down to 8,000 in 2020, guess what? You bought 3 times as many Bitcoin as you previously could before. So we will continue to hear news that rich people are buying all the time. I do believe that this will eventually become a problem when more people finally understand what I have been saying for years. And I will assume that it is coming from people who have never seen my channel and or maybe have watched it once but find me very annoying because I try to tell the truth. These people understand the longevity of this market. A lot of people within crypto, when they see prices fall, they try to day trade and they sell their coins. The price goes back up. They have to buy it at a higher price. This is just the way that, many people function within these markets. It's also because not everyone has an unlimited supply of money to buy all these coins as well. When these large institutions get into crypto, they are buying because they see a prospectus for the next 20 to 30 years. Remember, this was 2018, 19, 20. A lot of the news that we were getting from these larger companies were like, yeah, we see, what was it? I can't remember exactly how they phrased it, but paraphrasing, it was something along the lines of Bitcoin being a world currency by 2050. We see billions of people using Bitcoin. We see the expanse of people more and more using it every single day. Therefore, they're not buying Bitcoin to make a quick buck. They're buying it to hoard it in the expectation that this is going to be the future. That while Litecoin's price might be low now, they may consider it undervalued as it can do everything that Bitcoin can. And therefore, if the price continues to go lower, we are going to continue buying more. It's the same thing for every other coin. And I'm happy but sad in that I'm sad that because I wish more people around the world owned these coins, but also happy for the fact that it's kind of like it's not an I told you so, but it's this really weird, pay attention. You need constant news over and over that all these wealthy people are buying up all the coins, because if we do get to a future where if Bitcoin's price goes to $1 million, Litecoin's price will be around $28,000. Let's be, relatively realistic when it comes to prices and stuff like that. And there are going to be so many people who are going to be like, there's only 1,000 people on the planet who own more than 50% of this coin. And it's like, well, they've also been buying since 2014. They've been buying incessantly, nonstop. The only way to, say it with me, the only way to create new Ether is to already own Ether. They want already, backing it up, they already own most of the assets on the planet. When you hear these large financial names are getting into crypto, countries are already mining crypto, do you think these mega investors are going, maybe we should wait to the year 20 to 40 to see how this goes? Or do you think they're going to accumulate everything? If an investment bank has told you that Bitcoin looks likely over the next 10 to 15 years to go from 20-something odd $1,000 to 1.5 million, are you going to go, I think I'm only going to buy one and just see what happens? No. Buying tons of these coins will not only, and I think the term elite is a bit cringe, but will make them the top of the top of the top of the top. We are expected to see the first trillionaire over the course of our lifetime, and it is expected that a portion of their wealth will come from crypto. Sorry for the long explanation, but I think it needs to be constantly elaborated on, as I think people keep losing sight of what's really taking place. There's something I saw online where, it was on Twitter, where people were sharing how many NFTs they have, and I thought I had a lot on Vivi. People have an egregious amount, and if they go to the price where I think they're going to go, I will stand up and I will applause for them. Why? Because so many of these things on the platform remember the videos I was making before, like what I'm buying this week? Were $2 and $3, $4. These things are now $8, $9, $10, $11. They've already tripled plus their money. If they go back to their previous all-time high of $40, $50 for some of the commons, they bought it for $2. It's now at $50. If some of the larger books go to these numbers, the people who will benefit the most were the people who bought as the prices were dropping and or at the bottom. I saw a lot of people, I won't name any names, a lot of people who were showing how much OMI they have. And I sent a screenshot to my friends. Hello, if you're watching, they're probably busy working. I sent them a screenshot and they were like, that person will be worth over $100 million if OMI goes to a dollar. And how do you get there? It's you accumulate as prices are low when no one else is buying. So then there will be a situation in the future if the OMI token, that is OMI, ECOMI, ends up going to a dollar, where we are going to see that there are probably only 400 addresses that hold the bulk of OMI. And then people will go, well, that's crazy. I don't understand. Have you seen the price of OMI? How much you can get for where it currently is? This is how wealth is made. This is how wealth is kept. And this is why the rich only get richer. Once again, I understand that not everyone has bajillions to throw into the market at any given time, but I've seen so many people lose faith quite quickly, as if we haven't been through these market situations and scenarios before. It's ridiculous. Prices fall down, people sell off, prices go up, and they go, what happened to my coins? It's not fair that these people have all these coins. The idea of only 1,032 addresses controlling over 60% of all Litecoins, that's just due diligence. That's simply people kept their head down, didn't say a word, and kept on buying. 1,032 people, to be actually exact. Records from the top 100 Litecoin rich list show that 7.3 million Litecoin in circulation, worth $639 million, are controlled by 8% of all addresses. At the same time, 26.5 million Litecoin, worth over $2.3 billion, are managed by only 111 addresses. 111, 26 million Litecoin, while 17.9 million Litecoin exceeding 1.5 billion are held by 918 addresses. Yeah, insane, right? Do they have a photo here? No, I think this is the price. I'm not really sure. It says apparently there are nearly 800,000 addresses that have 0.01 to a tenth of a Litecoin, worth cumulatively 29,000 Litecoin. Yeah. So, and the largest whale owns 2.5 million Litecoin. That is one wallet, 2.5 million Litecoin, worth over $217 million. And this is happening for every coin. This isn't like a Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum thing. It's happening for XRP. I see so many people online. They are accumulating as much XRP as they possibly can. Cardano. I've seen people talking about Tron. Shiba Inu, like the whale wallets, are egregiously insane. These people are going to own all the crypto. There's only so many times I can say it. I can't make 9 bajillion thousand videos on it all the time. We are going to enter, I believe that, we are going to enter a future where the richest people on the planet will be holders of crypto. That's simply what I foresee as we continue to move into this dystopian future. I think that the wealthiest people will be crypto holders, but you will have people who continue to accumulate, who continue to stake their coins, who weren't trying to day trade and losing their money, who will have the largest bulk of it. And I definitely foresee a future where people are like, it's not fair that he has 32 Ether and I have half of one. So anyway, that's the, 1,032 addresses control 60% of all Litecoin. I assume A, that this is only going to continue to increase, and B, if prices fall, guess what? They're probably going to be buying even more. This is happening across every single coin because earlier, in the long ago, people loved to announce that this was a form of centralization. And then when people realized it was also happening to their favorite coin, zip, everyone shut up. That's the Litecoin. Rich people buying all the time news. And yeah, let's move on. I sincerely do hope that you got something from this video. I hope every day that someone learns something about what's happening in this space, how much money there is actually moving around. It's part of one of the reasons why I think that, this is my opinion, why I believe that the SEC, that something's going on when I talk about money passing across tables and in briefcases. There are literally trillions of dollars to be made. And I think in situations like that, you definitely have a lot of people who would want to make sure, who would benefit from some way, and there not being proper clarity. But who knows what's going on? We'll never know. We don't sit at those tables to know what those conversations are. But understand that the amount of money to be made, and even let's be completely honest, the idea of making $15 million from this space will get people to become very greedy. $100 million? You better watch out. $1.5 billion? People would, people are special when it comes to numbers. You talk about $500 billion. There's definitely some stuff going on that we have no idea about. Understand that and never, ever forget, these people are buying. They mean business. If by the year 2050, crypto has taken over everything, they will, more so than they do now, be running the world. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting, and or supporting, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.